MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
34-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease, and bursts through it for a solid.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
That one goes for 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings
from the gun on 3rd down. McDonald. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long 69.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. McDonald sets to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Going to give this time to the tailback. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On fourth down, McDonald. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Panthers will get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 27.
A very solid gain of 27. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down at a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. This is McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Panthers 14. Jets.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. McDonald. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The keeper.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10.
Come on, get it.
And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
McLaughlin lining up for the point after.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action.
1st down, Panthers.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
89, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Now, the ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Retains possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Kaepernick now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Complete to number 89. A gain of 11 on the play.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Play action. It's McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. McDonald. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, McDonald. And his pass incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with McDonald. Did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Come on.
On 3rd down, McDonald. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
40-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, McDonald. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Panther
throwing now is Kaepernick. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
It's Kaepernick. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Pride. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Kaepernick's pass.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Complete to number
DJ Moore. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Jets 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Carolina.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards on the ground. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
Operating from the gun. McDonald being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread.
Makes the score Panthers 38, Jets 21.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. action. Now Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
A 28-yard gain. And a Panther first down.
Kaepernick looking to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down, Panthers.
To throw, Kaepernick. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. And incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
First down, Carolina.
Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost, But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the second quarter, barring a penalty. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Today's final score, Panthers 40.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.